free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. N61, visit staples.com/print for details.
Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A partly cloudy to mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester, where we're trying to get a little bit of sunshine out here. I think by the time we roll into the afternoon, Matthew, we should begin to see a little bit more sun, and then our temperatures are going to respond. Right now, we got a little ways to go. Where are we right now?
So, over at the airport, it's cloudy at 57. Over in Midland, it's cloudy at 58. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 59. We have east winds at 8 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.13, and it's falling.
We had a kind of a foggy start to the weekend. Things burned off here in the immediate Great Lakes Bay area as we rolled into the later morning hours. But some folks never really did get much in the way of sunshine on Saturday. Sunday, a little bit different. Both days for many of us, though, we did have sun, especially the end of the day, and pretty nice sunset as well. Temperatures responding rather nicely, mild for this time of the year. Sunny end to the day, and kind of a quiet overnight last night with, for the most part, mild temperatures running about 8 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. And we're looking for that light east breeze to continue through the remainder of the day today. We should see a lot more in the way of sun. As a result, our temperatures will respond. We're looking for a high temperature of at least 67. I think some of you will be a little bit warmer than that. And clear skies tonight as a result because of a high pressure system, which is right now over the straits. It'll be moving off to the east. It is going to cool things down just a little bit. But again, we're going to be average for this time of the year at night tonight with those clear skies and a light northeast breeze. Sun will set this evening at 8:45, rise tomorrow morning at 6:20. Warmer tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. Clouds will be moving in later in the day tomorrow. 71 is our projected high. The shower activity will kick in later. A low pressure system over southern Minnesota is going to be over Michigan's thumb late tomorrow night and into the morning hours on Wednesday. That's how rapidly that thing is going to move. As a result, because it is a very rapidly moving system, we're not expecting a lot of moisture out of this. If we pick up a quarter of an inch, I think that'll be a bonus. For most, maybe a tenth, maybe 2/10, and that's going to be about it. But again, as always, what we have seen, isolated individual little cells could pop up, and that would deliver a little bit more than a quarter of an inch. So if we say 1/10 of an inch to 4/10 of an inch, I think we've probably pretty well covered it all. Wednesday will return again back to the sun. It does appear as though our temperatures will warm up even more. After a high of about 68 today, 71 tomorrow. Wednesday, we should work our way up to about 75. We'll have a low on Tuesday night of 53, so a little bit milder than what we will see tonight. And then on Wednesday night, our low temperature will only drop down to about 48, 49 degrees. So very little chance in our immediate area. And really in areas to the immediate north and, of course, to the south, we're not anticipating any freezing temperatures or close to freezing temperatures. So as we've said pretty much all last week, if you want to get started as far as the tender foliage, putting it out in the garden or whatever, I think you're going to be pretty safe. But northern, especially the northern third of the Lower Peninsula, we're going to get pretty chilly tonight. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if not so much on Wednesday night, but Thursday night, we drop down into the upper 30s, low 40s for those areas up there. For us, Thursday looks again to be a showery day. So We're going to have a chance of some showers tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, but clearing off tomorrow night after midnight. Then Wednesday, mostly sunny skies. We'll see a little bit of an increase in the winds coming out of the west on Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to be looking at pretty much an on-again, off-again rainy day, clearing out later in the day on Thursday. Friday looks to be partly cloudy, 62 for a high, 42 for a low. And moving into the weekend, Saturday, there is going to be the chance of seeing some shower activity. And Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, a chance of some showers as well. Temperatures are going to be running at or slightly below normal now as we roll into the tail end of the work week this week through about the 19th of the month, but nothing to worry about as far as frost or freezing. Precipitation values will be at or slightly below normal, which is good news for some of the producers who are still trying to get on the fields as of right now because of this on-again, off-again precipitation. Just when you think that things are going to dry out, all of a sudden you get wet again. I don't think we're going to have that problem once we get past this upcoming weekend and into the work week next week. The coldest ever, May the 6th, was set back in 1989. 47 was our high, 33 was our low. The warmest ever, you got to go all the way back to 1930. 89 was our high on this date, and 61 was our low. Record high in this state was set in 1930. That was 89. The record low set in 1970, 29 degrees. And a year ago today, 72 was our high, 47 was our low, and we picked up about 0.2 of an inch of rain. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Rummel Agency, where they understand the risks that you face as a Michigan farm and agribusiness owner. They also know that every farm's needs vary like the crops in their fields. They know that you're more than a number. You have family, goals, dreams for your future, and how important those things are to you. They want to get to know you one-on-one, so they can help you get the right farm insurance protection for you and your family. The Rummel Agency in Frankenmuth, Saginaw, and Carroll. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. And Gary, we're taking off like a cannon shot this morning. What's going on?
Yeah, last week we had a nice surge in the grains the end of the week, and overnight and actually early morning this morning, Terry, we were actually negative across the board, but everything's in the green right now, and I guess the consensus is that we're seeing a lot of non-commercial short covering, and it's responding to U.S. planting problems, delays, South America harvest problems. So weather is the forefront of the rally here this morning, Terry.
Time to do a little stair stepping when it comes to booking some prices.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know a lot of guys that were kind of hanging on to some of the last year's crop yet, so we've got some prices as high as we've seen them since January. So guys are getting rid of their old crop and actually booking new crop on everything. Doesn't matter, corn, wheat, soybeans. A lot of activity going on for sure here. So
what's going on as far as on the board at Star of the West?
Well, right now, Terry, we can call cash wheat up 20, 628 on the white, 538 on the red. New crop also up 20 at 638 on the white, 558 on the red. Cash corn up 8 at 383. New crop is, let's call it up a nickel at 423. Cash soybeans up 23 at 1163, and new crop it's up 14, Terry, at 1135.
Well, let's keep it going.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
All right. Thanks a lot, Gary. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Thumb Bank, making agricultural loans since 1895. You know, they're going to help you stay up to date with industry trends and the trends of your operation. Thumb Bank locations all across the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Relationships are built on trust. Equal opportunity lender and member FDIC. And by Schaefer and Beerline. You ready? Well, the spring Ram professional truck season is going on right now at Schaefer and Beerline Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Frankenmuth. So if you're in the market to buy a new Ram professional truck, Ram heavy-duty truck, and you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, now is the time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Doug Klein, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Interesting day on the Board of Trade.
You might actually have a trend.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. You're
Maybe.
you're talking all about trends all the time. I think maybe we got one this time.
Hopefully, cross your fingers, knock on wood. Don't say it out loud, all that stuff.
All that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, could be. Who knows, and then other things pop up and help the trend continue, hopefully. That's sometimes how it works, so we'll see. But, crude oil bouncing up about 50 cents. Not a big deal, but apparently some Israeli stuff going on there to make that happen. The only thing I see here is the VXX, which is the volatility. The fear index is at a new low all-time low. So, yeah, not a lot of fear out there, which that's a little bit disturbing, but it is what it is. Here's your numbers. The July corn is 467 3/4, up 7.5. December corn 487 3/4, up 5. July soybeans 1233 1/4, up 18 1/4. November soybeans 1211 3/4, up 10 3/4. July wheat 643 1/2, up 21. And December wheat 687 1/4, up 18 3/4. The crude oil is at 78.58, up 47 cents. Heating oil is at 246.12, that's up 1.8 cents. Gasoline is 257.77, up 2 1/4 cents. Natural gas 223 1/2, that's up 9 cents. What are currencies? Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buys $1.3658 Canadian, that's down 26 ticks. The dollar buys 153.87 yen, that's up 89 ticks. The euro's at 107.76, that is up 18 ticks. And the dollar is set and pretty at 105.03, unchanged on the day. Gold is at 23.3170, up 23.10. Silver is at 27.40, up 83 cents. Platinum's at 963.20, it's down $2. And copper's setting right around 460, that's up 4.5 cents.
All right. Well, not too bad.
That's bad.
Not too bad. But, for a Monday.
Yeah, we'll take that for a while.
Keep it going. I told Gary
Yeah.
Kaufman that. Keep
For a
it going.
while.
All right. Doug, thanks.
Okay.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. They do understand your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. And if it's an older one, can't necessarily find the parts very easily, my guess is Steiner Tractor will be able to help. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Crop progress report will be coming out a little bit later on this afternoon. That's statewide, Michigan-wide. Let's talk a little bit about sugar beet planting and what producers should be made aware of right now. Along with me is Kevin Messing. Kevin, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Terry. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Hey, real good. You're the East District agronomy leader. And my guess is you've probably seen a lot of seed go in the ground so far?
You would be right there. It's been a busy week last week. Overall, we're touching probably 75% planted, and a lot of those went in the east here where we had been wetter previously. We finally got our first nice big break, and a lot of guys hit the fields and made some good progress.
What does it look like right now? Do we have any beets popping up yet?
Yeah, we do actually. With these warmer soil conditions, we've been seeing beets starting to pop out of the ground in about 5 or 7 days, where you can start seeing a good number of them, and just about to the point of doing stand counts in a little over a week.
Wow, progress then is really good. It doesn't appear as though, Kevin, we're going to have any weather issues coming up either.
No, the weather looks good going forward. I would think by mid next week with our forecast, we should be nearing the last, 5-10% of our planting to go in. So that's good. The only issue we really had was that frost a couple weeks ago, but for the most part, those beets that were planted seem to have come out of that unscathed. We may see a few replants, but as cold as we got, down into the low 20s in a few areas, very, very minimal issues there.
Is there anything that our producers should be made aware of right now, Kevin?
Like I said, just scouting that crop, watching for seedling disease with these warmer temperatures and these beets emerging fast. They are susceptible to seedling disease, and there are some insects out, so scout those fields, and if populations are high enough, you can either contact your Michigan Sugar representative or, a local agronomist and make those decisions on whether it needs a possible application to keep that crop protected.
What about in your district, some of the heavier soils? Have the beets gone in there yet?
Yeah. We've seen quite a bit of planting progress finally. That Sandusky area was a little delayed. Heavier soils, a little slower to dry out, but in the last week or so, we've seen a lot happen there. Further to the north, that Ruth, Verona, Port Hope area, they received more rain last week, but they're just drying out to that point where guys are going to be hitting the field soon. And same with our Ontario growers. They saw more rain last week and didn't really get into the fields the end of last week, but I think we'll see a little bit of activity here this week for those guys as well.
Well, Kevin, thanks a lot for sharing. We really appreciate it. We'll probably be talking to you over the next several weeks. So really enjoy it. It's great information. Good to hear. You take care. All right.
All right. Thanks, Terry. Look forward to talking to you soon.
All right. Kevin Messing. He's the East District Agronomy Leader for Michigan Sugar Company. Jerry Samalski on the line with me right now. Jerry, good morning. How are you?
Good, Terry.
Well, I think a lot of folks got a lot of work done over the weekend.
Yeah, they did, Terry. I saw a lot of mowing going on this weekend. And, as much as we talk about mowing heights, it doesn't seem to get through. A lot of grass that got mowed was much greener before it got mowed, and then it gets yellow because mowing too tight. Let that grass stay long. It's just fine. 3.5 inches on your mower setting would really be best long term, and you don't need to take it up and bring it down during the season in the spring or the fall. Just put it 3.5 inches. 4 inches, and my machine even goes to 4.5, and that's where I'm mowing. And it the grass is greener. It's better for the health of the grass, less fertilizer requirements, more durability to insects and disease. Leave her alone, Terry. Leave her alone.
Hey, there you go. Jerry, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center over in Essexville. When we return, Matthew, who do we have on deck?
Up next, we have Jerry Reif, and he's an ag-based attorney here in Saginaw.
But first this.
The weather has been very difficult to predict over the last year and a half, and many farmers have not had a chance to address soil health. Let's make this spring the start of something great. Your soil prep partner, Morgan Composting, can't control the weather, but they can save you time and money.
Your fields already have nutrients locked in the soil. Dairy Dew Layer manure-based compost blends naturally release these nutrients, improve the biology, and help with moisture retention. Get a custom Dairy Dew blend made for what your soils and crops need to maximize your dollars and prep your farm for a healthy and profitable growing season.
With granulated fertilizers and powerful liquid amendments too, save time by getting your entire fertility plan made in one place. Morgan Composting, serving Michigan farmers for more than 25 years. Call the soil health experts now at Morgan Composting or visit dairydew.com to learn more.
If plants come from healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They've got a great selection of products from Sure Crop and Nature's that will help you increase your yields, Mr. Farmer. And of course, they've got the timely advice from certified crop advisor Vic Upfer. He's keeping in touch with just about anything and everything that's going on out in the fields, and he's got answers to your questions. Serving you is their business, and they've been doing it since 1983, Freeland Bean and Grain. Along with us, Jerry Reif, our attorney based here in Saginaw. Jerry, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hey, we're doing fantastic. Understand that we got a little get-together on the horizon.
Yep, it's time. Of course, fields are still a little wet, so it shouldn't be too problem coming into a workshop. We got one next Tuesday, April 16th, 2 o'clock at Copoco Credit Union here in Saginaw. We're going to talk about a lot of topics, and of course, it's really designed to generate questions. We like to have people come, bring their questions, and the net result is that they spend some time. We go through the whole process, and they understand some of the rules and some of the don't do's, which, of course, they keep changing the rules. So we give them a free workshop consultation later, fit in their schedule. But Tuesday, April 16th at 2 o'clock, Copoco Credit Union, that's on Cabaret Trail here in Saginaw, south of McCarty and west of Bay. We're going to talk about, a lot of people talk about nursing home, how to pay for it, and, of course, protecting the farm legacy. That land is critical for an operation, whether it's a dairy farm or a cash crop. Land is the key, and you don't want to lose that from one generation to the next. So there's ways to protect it. You just have to do it in advance. You can't be waiting till the last minute.
Now, we can reserve a seat, Jerry. How do we do that?
Yes, you call me at 989-790-1461. That's here in Saginaw, 790-1461. Or go to my website, jerryreiflawyer.com, and you can sign up on there as well. And we're filling up. We've had this same or similar topic for the last couple of months, and the topics are the same, at least the preservation of the estate, and try to pass it on to the next generation and still pass on that farm legacy. That's the whole idea. So the workshop's next Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and they can call 989-790-1461 or website jerryreiflawyer.com. Be happy to have them.
All right. Jerry, thanks a lot. You take care. We'll talk to you again, okay?
You too, Terry. Good luck.
All righty. We'll be right back. Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444. If you need some tree trimming done or tree removal, Legendary Tree Care is who you should get in contact with. LegendaryTreeCare.com is their website, or like them on Facebook. Back at 12:30, now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios. WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland. WSGW FM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. The judge in Donald Trump's criminal trial again pointed out jail is a possibility for the defense.